What is going on? This is your boy FluJax here, and today I'm bringing you guys a general video, so not tailored to something specific in terms of a application, but this is in general tweak or improvements you can do to your NVIDIA GPU to get the most frames possible. And with that being said, let's go and get started. So, assuming you have an NVIDIA GPU, right? Um, any non AMD related GPUs, uh, essentially this should work on it. But basically, what you want to do is go onto the computer, right click. If you have Windows 11, just go into Show More Options and make sure you have NVIDIA Control Panel. If you don't have this option, you can make sure that you have the latest drivers installed for your GPU and make sure you have it enabled. But yeah, go into NVIDIA Control Panel here, and this will be designed to give you the best settings possible to get the most performance that your GPU cannot put, basically. So with that being said, let's go into the first setting here. You can keep this at default. You can mess around with this. Basically, in this part here, the less focus on quality that you put into this setting here, the more performance you will get. So yeah, if you want to make something look really good, it's going to take a hit on performance, even if it is a bit. And if you care just about performance and don't care how it looks at all, then obviously you would change this to performance. As you can see, I have it personally set to quality. So okay, so the main part is the settings that will be in here. You want to make sure that you're in the global settings and not program settings. If you want a specific program to be used with the settings, then you would use this tab. But in general, then there would be the global settings. And basically, we can go into each of these here and configure them one by one. So we want to make sure image scaling is set to off. Ambient occlusion is set to off. Anisotropic filtering, you can set this to 8x or application controlled. We'll go ahead and do 8x here. Anti-aliasing FXAA, set this to on. Anti-aliasing gamma correction, set that to on. Anti-aliasing mode, application controlled. Same thing with this one, also application controlled. Anti-aliasing transparency, set this to 8x super sample. Background application max frame rate, set this to off. CUDA GPUs, set it to all. CUDA system or sysmem fallback policy, set that to driver default. DSR factors is set to off. DSR smoothness is also set to off. Low latency mode, set this to ultra. Max frame rate, set this to off. Monitor technology, you can set this to either G-Sync compatible or fixed refresh. So either should work. I have it set to G-Sync compatible, so that should be fine. Multi-frame sampled AA, set this to off. Open GDI's auto. OpenGL rendering GPU, set this to your GPU. In my case, this is a 3060 Ti. Power management mode, set that to maximum performance. Let's see. Shader cache size, set that to 100 gigs. Texture filtering anisotropic, set that to off. Texture filtering negative LOD bias, set that to clamp. Texture filtering quality, you can have this set to performance or quality. Um, I care about the quality, so I have it set to quality. But you can have it set to performance if you want to get the most performance out from the system via your GPU. Um, but yeah, texture filtering, trilinear optimization. You can set this to off as well. Again, this is also related to the quality that you see on applications visually. I have it set to on. Let's see. TFT. Vertical sync. Use 3D setting. Virtual reality pre-rendered frames. Set that to 1. Virtual reality variable. Set that to off. And this is set to auto, the Vulkan/OpenGL present method. Once that is completed, click on apply. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go with yes. Once that is completed, your settings should be saved. Go into the configure surround physics. Make sure for the physics processor it is set to your GPU. In terms of display, you can go into change resolution. Make sure that whatever your primary monitor's resolution is, it is set to your native resolution. So, for example, this primary monitor, the LG monitor that I have is a 1440 monitor, but I tend to keep it at 1080, only because I play games at a lower res and don't play competitive games at 1440. But yeah, so you can make sure it's selected from the PC section and not from the top part up here. But yeah, once you got your custom or specified resolution set, and you can put a custom in here if any of these aren't to your specific resolution, you can enter it custom over here. Make sure you select your refresh rate just to the highest option that's available. So in my case, that would be this 165 hertz. And then you can leave this as NVIDIA color settings and click apply and OK. Next, we'll go into the adjust desktop color settings. Make sure that the color accuracy mode is set to accurate. And if you have this box checked, make sure you uncheck it. So yeah, you don't want anything overriding your settings. Color channels, make sure it's set to all channels so that you get all the proper colors coming in. Have this at 50%, 50%. This is at 1. Digital vibrance is at, you can keep this to 80%. Hue is at 0. And click apply and OK. Once that is done, you can go into adjust desktop size and position. If you use any mobile devices and you connect them to your computer, make sure that you have this kind of support, the HDCP support, and basically allows you to connect high definition based content related through mobile devices. So usually you would turn something like this to off so that you can allow access. But this is basically telling you if my GPU is supporting it or not. So go into adjust desktop size and position. Sometimes it may be by default selected to the first one right here, the aspect ratio. And basically what this does is if you're in a certain application or a video game, for example, and you're playing on the PC, by having it set to the aspect ratio, if you try to play or if you try to go into a resolution that's less than the native resolution, which should be matching your monitor, you would end up seeing black bars on the side of your screen. And in order to fix that, you would set this to full screen so it would get rid of those black bars and you can play or see or utilize whatever you're trying to do at full screen instead of the locked aspect ratio. So make sure it's at full screen. Uh, let's see if I'm missing something here. Nope. Yeah, just make sure you confirm that whatever resolution you had set on this up here in the setting, it's set to the same up here. And of course, the same with the refresh rate as well. Next, go into, let's see. Uh, if it's not set to this setting specifically, make sure it's set to NVIDIA settings. Um, Same thing with the other one here, the video image setting. Make sure the interlacing is set so you have that checkboxed. So this only applies if you have a 1440p monitor or higher resolution. You would have this selected. So that is pretty much it. Um, One thing to note with this option here is if you guys are watching a movie or show or anime or any kind of video, if you're watching something on the computer and you have at least a 1440p monitor or so, I'd recommend having super resolution checked, um, and making sure that the quality is set to quality. And if your monitor supports HDR10, and usually you'll know if your monitor supports HDR10, you can have this checked. And basically, what HDR does is it provides a higher quality of visual output using the colors and vibrance. So, HDR is always good, better quality. So yeah, if your monitor supports it, make sure you have it checked to super resolution. Set this to quality and make sure high dynamic range is set to enabled. But again, this is only if you're like playing a really high quality based campaign based game, not multiplayer or competitive games, or if you're watching something or a video. So that's the only time you should use this. And that is pretty much it. Once you've made all these changes, go ahead and restart your computer. And yeah, those changes will take effect. Anyways, if you guys have any questions or issues, feel free to put them down in the comment section below. If you liked what you've got in terms of performance after you restarted your computer, so test it out by going into a video game or watching a specific video and testing it out that way, and you will see a difference. Now, if it turns out, for example, you aren't getting the good quality as you were expecting, is because this video itself is based to get the highest performance. You can keep some of the old settings, and I can show you right here. Instead of having it set to performance, you can have it set to quality. So for example, in here, you can come back and make sure that from performance, if you did change it to performance, you can change it back to quality. Um, and there were 2 or 3 settings in here that you can have, such as the G-Sync compatible, um, and up here as well, quality. So just mess around with some of the settings in terms of quality if you want to retain your quality a little bit better. But if you care about performance 100%, you don't care what what the video or your screen or application looks like, then yeah, by all means use those settings and you should see a difference. I recommend you to restart your computer after these settings are put into place and restart your application if you're playing or watching something, so you can see the difference. But other than that, that is all I have for this video. Thanks for joining in. Um, if you enjoyed the content, please leave a like, subscribe for more content coming up forward. And if there's anything I can improve, please let me know in the comment section down below, along with any other issues that you may have. And yeah, hope you guys have a good night or a good day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but on the next video for sure. Peace out, y'all.